Hello, boys and girls. Okay, take 2 for Mrs. Stevie because I went through the whole first test with reading it and my iPad wasn't recording. So, technical difficulties. But anyways, today we are at test day. All right, so as always, you can do your test on your own or you can do step by step with me here today while I read it. Remember, I'm just going to read it, give a couple things that I would like you to do, and then you're going to need to pause the video to do those problems. All right, so let's get started. Lisa rides her bike after 2 o'clock and before 6 o'clock every Friday. Which clock shows the time Lisa might ride her bike? Choose all that apply. Since it's saying choose all that apply and we have these kind of funky squares, we already know that there's going to be more than one answer. So 2 o'clock, so after 2 o'clock, but before 6 o'clock. Those are some key information for me. What would be helpful is to write the time on the top of each clock. For example, little hand is hidden back here behind the minute hand, so I know that this is 12 o'clock. Go ahead and write all the times on the top. Then choose 2, I'm giving you a clue there, that match what we need to do. After 2 o'clock, but before 6 o'clock. Number 2, which clock shows the time as the same as the clock face? So look at this time here, paying close attention to the hour hand, then the minute hand, little, then big, and mark the time. Write the time that is shown on the clock face. Pay very close attention, boys and girls. The hour hand is in between 2 numbers. The minute hand is half past. Or how much? Remember, starting at the 1, 5, 10, 15. Keep counting. What is that time? Write it there. All right. How many minutes are in 1 hour? Okay, we're at the o'clock, and I want to go all the way around again. How many minutes is that? Write the numbers to complete the sentence. When arts and crafts starts, the hour hand is between what and what? So I look at my camp schedule. I find arts and crafts, and it's at this time. Put that on your clock, boys and girls. If you need to pause the video, get your clock. Make 2:30. Your hour hand is between what 2 numbers? Put those numbers here. Your hour hand, little hand, is between what 2 numbers? Draw the hands on the clock to show the time that the story time starts. So I'm looking at story time. Very good. Draw that on here. Very close attention to that hour hand, the little hand. Show the same time on both clocks. How do you know they're correct? Pick a time and make the same time here. And then tell me how you know you're correct. I am correct because, and then tell us how you know. All right. Second pages of the test. All right, here we go, boys and girls. All right, next pages. Carol and her class take a trip to the zoo. The chart shows their schedule. All right, so here's their zoo schedule. 9 o'clock, they go to the birdhouse. 9:30 is a train ride. 10 o'clock, they go see the large animals. 11:30, they're at lunch. 12:30, they're at a dolphin show. And at 1 o'clock, they see the small animals. Show another way to write the times for each activity. So, large animals. In words, how do you write that time? Train ride. In words, How do you write that time? I do not want you to write 9:30 though in words. There was a special word that we used when we were here at the 30. Draw the hands on the clock to show the time for the dolphin show. So look at the dolphin show. Make that time on there. Again, paying special attention to that hour hand. Where should that hour hand when we're 30 minutes or half past the hour? Okay, the class left school 30 minutes before they got to the birdhouse. All right, so let's look at the birdhouse. So, on my clock, I'm going to put 9 o'clock on my clock. You do the same. So, they're at the birdhouse at this time, but they got to load the bus and get there. So, they left 30 minutes before this time. So, is my minute hand going to count 30 minutes after it? Or 30 minutes going backwards to go before it? You do it on your clock. Remember, 30 minutes to count our minutes. We can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. Okay? And then write that time on here and here. All right. The class will see the small animals for 30 minutes. All right, so we need to go back to our chart. Small animals was 1 o'clock. So I'm going to put that right here so I don't forget. So they went to the small animals at 1 o'clock. I'm going to put that on my clock here. Okay, so we're at small animals for 1 o'clock. And we're going to be there for 30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to sit here and watch these small animals for 30 minutes. So I got to count 30 minutes. 5, 10, 15, and keep going. And write that time in this box. All right, the class will be back at school 30 minutes after they finish seeing the small animals. This time that you put in here is when they're done seeing the small animals. Excuse me. So make sure you have that time on your clock. Now they got to drive home for 30 more minutes. So you're going to use this time, put it on your clock, and then use your minute hand and count 30 more minutes. And where did you land? That is your new time. All right, Carol says this clock shows the same time that lunch starts. Okay, so let's figure out what this time is. So, read your clock, little then big, paying special attention. That minute hand is on the 6. How many minutes is that? Or we've talked about it, it's half the clock or half past. So write that time right here, right now. Go back. Let's see. Lunch is this time. Is that the same time you wrote here? If yes, it is, you're going to write yes. And then you can say, we have the same time. If no, it's not the same time, you're going to say no, and then tell me what's wrong. Is it the hour hand that's wrong, or is it the minute hand that's wrong? And then you're finished with your test. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.